This brief presentation provides an overview of Harvard's Childcare Scholarship Program for faculty and non-union staff. It covers questions like, am I eligible? How do I apply? How much will I get? And how do I get paid my scholarship? Am I eligible for a childcare scholarship from Harvard? There are 5 eligibility criteria for you and your family. The first refers to what your main job is at Harvard. You must be an admin professional, commonly known as an exempt staff member, or a non-union support staff, or a postdoctoral fellow who is paid directly by Harvard, or a faculty member. The union positions, either HUCTW or the Service and Trades Unions, have a different scholarship program administered separately. This presentation won't cover these union programs. The second factor refers to your benefits status. You must be paid by Harvard University and be eligible for full benefits, health, dental, retirement accounts, etc., and work a minimum of 17.5 hours each week at Harvard. The third eligibility factor refers to your spouse or partner if you are not in a single-parent household. Your partner must be formally occupied for 15 hours or more each week in the following ways. They must be formally employed in either a paid or unpaid position, or be a student enrolled formally at an educational institution, or be disabled or caring for a disabled person, or some combination of the above that add to 15 hours. Formal documentation will be required to verify your partner's hours. Typically, Harvard provides only one award per family, so only one person from dual Harvard families needs to apply. The Office of Work-Life Staff will determine which award is best for these families. For those dual Harvard families where one is employed in a union position, they should apply separately to that program as well as this one. We work closely with the separate union programs and will determine the best award for these families. The fourth criterion refers to your children's age and what kind of care can be reimbursed. Your children must be aged under 13 years on September 1 of the current year, and they must be your tax dependents, where you are responsible for their childcare costs. Your childcare providers must have a valid tax number and provide care while you are at work. If your baby is not yet born and you expect you will pay for care before the end of the fiscal year, then you need to apply now. The types of qualifying care are listed here. Basically, costs from licensed daycares, after-school, summer and vacation care, as well as babysitters with a valid Social Security number can be reimbursed. Activities that are part of a program that provides care for a significant part of the day are eligible. However, activities that are strictly for enrichment, where the care provided is usually for a short time, like from a private lesson, are typically not eligible. The last factor refers to your total gross household income. We adjust your total gross household income to account for single-parent status and those families with more than one younger child. If your adjusted gross household income is below $130,000, then your family is income eligible. If you are not sure, then you should apply anyway. To illustrate this, we can look at 2 different family scenarios. Family A is a single-parent household with 2 children, one under 13 years of age, and a total gross household income of $69,000. And Family B is a dual-person household with 3 children, 2 under 13, and a total gross household income of $137,000. Our adjustments to the total gross household income for Family A include a $10,000 subtraction for single-parent status, making their adjusted gross income $59,000. In Family B's case, they would have a $10,000 subtraction for the second age-eligible child, reducing their adjusted gross income to $127,000. This would make them income eligible, where they may have thought they couldn't apply if they considered their gross income alone. The Office of Work-Life makes these adjustments at the processing stage. Applicants don't need to do this. So, I think I'm eligible. How do I apply? Applications are only open once each year over the summer. The application is hosted on PeopleSoft, and you log on through Harvey with your Harvard ID and PIN and navigate to PeopleSoft Self-Service. The online application needs to be complete and electronically submitted by the deadline, and your supporting documentation needs to be securely mailed to our office by the deadline. This screenshot shows that once you're in PeopleSoft Self-Service, you click on the Childcare Scholarship app link to begin. The welcome page lists some application instructions, and then you scroll to the bottom of the page to begin your job eligibility check by clicking on the yellow button. If your job is in the correct employee group and you are eligible for full benefits and you work more than 17.5 hours a week at Harvard, you will be able to proceed to the application. The online application should take around 20 minutes to complete. Much of the information that can be pre-populated from the PeopleSoft system is already there for you, including your regular Harvard salary and any household members you list on your benefits programs. We are interested in your projected total gross household income for the new fiscal year, which runs from July 1 of the current year through June 30 of next year. In order to provide us with a clear picture of your household, we ask that you fill out the application as carefully and completely as possible. We can look at your online application remotely with you, so if there is anything you are unclear about, you can contact us. Supporting paperwork helps to verify household members and income. These documents typically include tax forms from the previous year, verification of spouse or partner formal occupation through pay stubs or student registration papers, and any documentation for additional household income you expect to receive before the June 30 end of the fiscal year. We need your supporting paperwork by the deadline indicated. These documents can only be mailed to us. Remember that these are highly confidential documents. We suggest using a secure mailing service like certified USPS mail or a delivery service like FedEx or UPS, where you get a proof of mailing receipt. Once your supporting paperwork is received, it will be processed by our staff and you will receive a confirmation email either that your paperwork is complete or something is missing. Your application on PeopleSoft can still be opened by you after the deadline, and you can check your status there as well. Prepare for a processing delay because of the high volume of paperwork packets we receive near the deadline. We ask for your calendar year tax documents only to verify your household structure and to confirm your income. Most people have income that is stable year to year, and we match your projected income for the coming fiscal year with your verified tax income from last year. If last year's income was much higher than what you project for this year, you will just need to explain the reasons for this in the application. How much can I expect to get as an award? Childcare scholarships are only reserved funds. This means that money is not paid to you automatically. This is a reimbursement program, so you pay for your childcare as usual, and then you claim the money using our online system, and you are reimbursed twice each year, in December and in June. Reimbursement payments are added to your paycheck and taxed at the extra compensation rate of around 36%. You should think of the childcare scholarship like a bonus, as it's not designed to cover the whole costs of your childcare. In some cases, the whole award covers less than 1 month's childcare tuition. This means that you shouldn't base your childcare decisions on the hope that you will get a large award. Award amounts differ year to year and depend upon the total number and financial need of all applicants in an employee group. Having mentioned these caveats, this table shows you a rough guide to general awards that have been made in the past. They may or may not reflect the final childcare scholarship amount that you could receive from Harvard. When will I know what my award is, and when do I get reimbursed? This table shows the general childcare scholarship timeline for the fiscal year. It is important to pay attention to the dates published for any particular fiscal year. The check mark shows deadlines that you need to pay attention to. The application generally opens on mid-July, and all documents need to be securely mailed and your online application submitted electronically by mid-August. You will be notified what your award is in early October, and you need to submit your online childcare expense claims by the third week of November to be paid in December. The final claim deadline for childcare expenses is in May, and the final payment happens at the end of June. If you don't claim anything by the final May deadline, or you haven't spent enough on childcare to claim the whole amount, then the remaining reserved funds are forfeited. If I have a specific question, how do I contact the Office of Work-Life? If you need to find out more, we have an extensive FAQ section on Harvey. We suggest you look there first for your answer. However, if you have a specific question that is not answered online, feel free to email us at worklife@harvard.edu. You can also leave a voicemail. Thank you for listening to this presentation. We hope that it has been helpful.